In this video, we're going to be propagating this beautiful multicolored hydrangea in a glass of water. Hydrangeas are so easy to do. I'm only going to use one cutting. I'm going to cut off the flower. I'm going to take off the bottom leaves and place it in some water. It's June 6th. I'm going to place this on my counter inside. It's been 10 days and we have some activity going on. There's been callousing at the bottom and you can see some tiny roots forming right there. Here I'm going to turn it for you. You can see the callousing at the bottom there. And let me get it to hit the light right there. Do you see that? That's callousing and new roots. So it's been about 3 days. The last video was on the 17th. This one is the 20th. And we have more growth happening. It's only been 3 days and you can see that seems to be a lot more happening in the last 3 days than in the first 10 days. So this always happens like that. It always seems like forever till you see roots, and then when you see roots, they just start taking off and going crazy. But I feel like it only seems like that because everything that's happened before then happened underneath, inside. I'm sure all kinds of crazy things have to happen in order for those roots to emerge. So I'm going to place this back in the cup and we're going to come back in a couple of days and see what we have. It is now June 28th. It's been 7 days since the last video and this is what we have. So this is enough roots, I think, to plant it out. We're going to stop the experiment right there. We can see that we can root hydrangeas in water very easily. All I did was change the water every couple of days and just left it alone. Just let it do its thing. So now I'm going to plant this up in some potting soil and place it in the shade. Keep it watered and it should do fine. So I just have some regular potting soil here. I'm going to make a nice big hole with my finger here because I don't want to stick it in there and have the roots break off. So I need plenty of room. I'm going to grab it and gently place it in the hole. And then it's hard to do with one hand, but gently put the soil around the roots. Very gently, as gentle as possible so as not to break the tender new growth. I'm using minimal pressure to pat it down because the watering, when I water it in, will settle the soil around the roots anyway, so there's no need to apply too much pressure. So now I'm just going to water it in gently and move it to an area where I have other cuttings going in the shade. Just going to keep them watered and just let them do their thing. That's plants are amazing. Nature is amazing. All you have to do is just give it what it needs, which is water and like light, and it'll do just fine. It doesn't need any more from you. It doesn't need the rooting hormones. It doesn't need anything. You just give it what it needs, which is soil, some light, and water, and they just take care of themselves. I really love nature. So here, right next to it, I have another hydrangea going. This one I just stuck straight in the soil. I put it in the shade, kept it watered like always, and here I have new growth coming from the bottom. If you tug on it, it looks like it has good grip, so I know there's roots down there, plus I see the new growth. Boy, I tell you, plants are just amazing, aren't they? I think they're amazing. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you found it to be useful and happy gardening!